What's up, guys? It is Cody coming at you with another YouTube video from Texas Roadshow Shop. Also, a huge shout out to Tracy Hackler, our new head of marketing for Roadshow Cards. He's done a great job getting us in front of the right people, getting us an interview with Matt Schnell this weekend, and has done a great job with all things marketing for Roadshow. And a huge shout out to Matt Schnell and Ryan Johnson for hopping on all of our videos with us and helping us create some content, but also having good conversations and learning a lot both about where some of the card industry is going, along with a lot about UFC and future fights. So be sure to check out all those videos, and like I said, subscribe so you don't miss anything. Without further ado, this is going to be our Dallas Card Show, our January Dallas Card Show recap on what we got. And we will just go ahead and dive right into it, guys. So I'm going to start with some cards that actually didn't get caught on camera. I was waiting on Chase to show up to the show. He was actually on time, maybe a little bit early even, from when he was supposed to get there.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby!
So they're all going to be Topps Transcendent. That's a Bryce Harper Emerald Auto out of 15. Next is going to be a Mike Trout out of 20. Shohei Ohtani green out of 15. Pujols Emerald out of 15. Got an Ichiro out of 15. And a Jeter out of 15. And again, for those that don't know about Topps Transcendent, that's like, I want to say right now, that box or case, it's just one box but has a ton of stuff in it, is $27,000. So $27,000, and you get a Jeter auto, and it's like $400 or $500. It just seems very undervalued currently. On card, beautiful card. Now a lot of these aren't going to grade out, and I think that's part of the problem now is people love slabs and think that that's the only thing they can buy currently, and the reason they're not going to grade is because they have the metal finish around them, and a lot of times that's not in perfect condition, so they're almost impossible to grade. This real quick, this is a 1975 O-Pee-Chee Hockey Wax Pack PSA 9, and y'all know I love wax. I don't think I've actually made a ton of pack purchases since we've started the channel, but I do have a decent collection of packs, of graded packs. I'm looking to grow that even more. I think that's a market that is definitely undervalued currently. To be quite honest, the only reason I did this though is because it got thrown in on a wax deal. If you haven't seen our day one video, be sure to go check that out and go see the deal that this was thrown in on. But just wanted to cover that real quick as well. Next up is going to be a UFC Amanda Nunes on-card auto out of 49. Now, Amanda Nunes' value has actually taken a hit since she lost her last fight. I think you should always buy the dip, whether it's stocks, investments, or cards. Buying the dip is always a smart strategy, and I think that there's a better than not chance that Nunes bounces back and eventually ends up on top as a title contender, if not having the title and winning it back. Next up, Hank Aaron patch auto from Topps Dynasty. Yeah, the relic on this card is not from any specific game event or season, so it's not game used, but it's still from a high-end product. Obviously, you're not going to get, unfortunately, any more Hank Aaron on-card autos, so definitely wanted to keep this up. The price was right.
Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right!
So this is actually a card that I got in a deal with a Dak Prescott Flawless Rookie. Insert some meme or whatever that Chase always inserts.
No, I don't think I will.
But found this in a showcase. Tyrese Maxey Optic on-card auto out of 10. This is not the price I paid for it, but got it at a what I thought was a fairly reasonable price based on other comps around it, and then paired it up with a Dak Flawless, which you'll see later in this video. Basically, we're able to drive that price of the Prescott down, so we weren't Even though now that card's going to plummet because they lost at the time, we got it for a pretty good deal. And speaking of pretty good deals, these next two guys are guys that y'all know I love and I'm trying to buy up at any possible moment. And this is a Wayne Gretzky from Ultimate Icons. And I'm pretty sure this is game used patch on card auto out of 35 of, I don't even think it's unarguably the greatest hockey player of all time. And when you look at Gretzky prices where they are, I don't think that there's any question that he's a buy right now. And same goes for this guy. I mean, he had a little bit of an injury-plagued season last year, but on-card Trout auto, the relic is not game used, but big jumbo patch out of 25, fairly low numbered. Again, that's not what I paid. I ended up getting it for, I think I got it for $800 because I paired it with another one. But go back and look at the video. I'm going to pick this up. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. But beautiful on-card auto, jumbo patch of one of the greats in the game today. And I think he's going to go down as one of the greats all time. I think you're going to see Trout prices go through the roof. That being said, another Trout auto. This is a 9.5/10. And this, as of buying it, was a pop one. And in talking to people, this is such a hard card to pull because I don't think it's even guaranteed that you get an auto box out of Heritage. I think it's like one every 2 or 3 boxes because then you get a mem card in the box. So to get an auto, for it to be Trout, and for it to come back in 9.5/10 is outstanding. Like I said, as of buying it, was a pop one. And you can't beat that with Trout. Like I said, I obviously have a lot of faith in him. So, and now that brings up a very interesting card. I didn't pay this. I think I'm pretty sure I paid $3,000 for it. I think it's either $2,500 or $3,000. But this is a card that I love. Obviously, I'm a huge Maverick fan, huge Dirk fan. But to get his rookie chrome, obviously the card is off center. I don't think it has really any damage that I could see though. It's just graded authentic with a 10 auto from Beckett. But a rookie refractor of Dirk autographed. I'm gonna be honest, I've never even seen one. I'm not saying there aren't more out there. I'm sure there are. In fact, there were comps on it, I believe. But there aren't many. I can tell you that. There aren't many. And, Dirk, I think Dirk is probably in the top 15, top 20 players of all time. I think he's the 6th scorer of all time in the league. Just had his jersey retirement with the Mavericks. And it's a guy that's really picking up steam and starting to get a lot of value behind his name. So, really like that. Y'all know I love older guys, in-person autos on rookie cards, so couldn't let that go by. And speaking of older guys that I like, Kevin Garnett, I think he was very undervalued just as a whole, but then also to get a cool insert like this from Skybox, that's jam.
You just got jammed.
Where it's like a strawberry jam.
We have been jammed.
Type feel of the card. As you can see, it's see-through. These are very tough to grade. Very tough to grade. So a 9 definitely adds value to it. Now, another Amanda Nunez card. A lot of y'all may be giving me hate for buying Amanda Nunez.
Hate us because they ain't us.
Exactly. They hate us because they ain't us.
Buy the dip, especially on people that I perceive as being the GOAT of women's UFC, at least in the near future until someone else can come up and dethrone her. But it's gonna be a long task. Obviously, she lost her last fight. She's gonna have to build back to that title contention area. But what she has already accomplished up to now, really, to be honest, hasn't been done by another woman in the sport. So PSA 10 gold refractor out of 50 from Topps Chrome, and I got this for almost half that price. I got this for $800, I believe, and just not just a good deal of a price, but good deal of a price on an awesome card. And speaking of that, one of my favorite pickups, I think my favorite was that Dirk refractor, but definitely one of my favorite pickups, 1989 score Barry Sanders, Gem Mint 10 card, and a Gem Mint 10 auto. These cards aren't super rare, but to get a 10 on the card with the green borders and colored borders on the front. And to get a 10 auto is just something really hard to do. Of a Hall of Famer, in my opinion, the best running back of all time. So another good pickup there. Now we're going to move into some RCR stuff. We picked up 3 RCR cards during the show. One was this Wayne Gretzky, 8/5/10. With this card, I think it's 2004. 2004. There you go. 2004 Ultimate Collection, Wayne Gretzky auto. With it being an 04 Upper Deck card, as you can see, color borders all the way around it. You're not expecting this to come back as a pristine grade, and I actually think an 8.5 helps the card on that. As weird as that sounds, same with modern cards. I actually think an 8.5 grade helps that, and with the 10 auto, definitely helps a lot. 9/5/10. Again, it's one of those cards where like it's not numbered, kind of like that Heritage, but it's so hard to pull autos, and then for it to be Trout and for it to get 9/5/10, definitely a card that I love adding. And then here's another one. Here's another UFC card. UFC tie-dye Usman auto out of 25. It's 23. Yeah, 23 to 25. Sorry, trying to get the camera to focus. But one thing special about this is that Usman is notorious for going off sticker on his cards. So to get a 9/5/10 auto, that was definitely something that I think is going to be rare as we go throughout, and definitely going to get a premium put on it. Next up, I want to say this guy is pronounced Gon, I think is how you pronounce it, but he has a fight coming up with Ngannou, and if he's able to win that fight, that card is going to go to the moon.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
Colby Covington got a sick USC patch out of 8. Khabib of this sold for like 14 grand, 15 grand, something like that. Something crazy. Obviously, he's nowhere near the Khabib level, but for what we got it for, it didn't make sense based on what the Khabib was selling for, if that makes any sense. Sean O'Malley, one of our favorite fighters, got 2 of those. This is a patch auto out of 99. This is just an on-card auto out of 99. And then can never go wrong with this guy, Justin Herbert, Zenith auto out of 3. And it's actually second-year auto. It's not a rookie auto. But anytime you can get Justin Herbert autos out of 3 in a deal, definitely want to capitalize on that. And I think these were all in the same trade deal with this card. A gold Israel Adesanya, who also has a big fight coming up in a couple weeks. He's actually the main card for the Schnell fight that's coming up that I think we're going to be going to. Don't want to tease that too hard because nothing is for sure yet. But if we are, we're obviously going to bring you a lot of content. And I think this guy is on the main card for that night. So we're going to get to see him fight in person. Gold Prism out of 10. Baseball prospects. We don't do a ton of baseball prospects, but this is actually a guy that we really like a lot. Chase actually pointed him out to me, looked up his stats. For what he's doing at his age, it's crazy what his prices are. And blue chrome, blue Bowman chrome, auto out of 50, 9/5/10 auto. There were multiples that we wanted to get of him. We just couldn't get a price worked out on the others. And then I'll end it on the most unfortunate card of the weekend, the Dak Flawless RPA PSA 9.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
This is serious.
I know. This really is the world's smallest violin. See?
Alright guys, so those are all the cards that we bought. Thanks for everybody that stuck around to the end of this video. Obviously we're doing an outro in post. Forgot that we didn't do one, but those are all the cards we picked up. We also picked up some wax, like we mentioned, an $18,000 box of Star Wars. You can see that video that we did, Star Wars The Mexican Edition Series 1 from 1977. We also picked up a case of 2005 NHL Fleer Ultra Hockey. So definitely some great pickups from the show. Dallas didn't disappoint. And now we can actually announce our next show that we're going to be going to, which is the Atlanta Culture Collision show at the end of February. That's going to be the next show that we're at. So if you're there, be sure to stop by. We're actually going to be setting up at a booth for our first time ever from since we started this channel. So we're actually going to have a booth. There's going to be other Roadshow people there with us as well. So be sure to stop by, say hey. We're going to have a new product that's going to be launching there as well. So be sure to stay tuned for that and come check us out and check us out and see what it's all about. So thanks again, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.